everyone, welcome back to Lipstick and Linguine. Good morning, it is very early, it's 6:45 I think it is right now, and I'm about to do my makeup of the day, and I thought why not road test some new products that were sent to me recently. So I was lucky enough to receive this awesome package from L'Oreal last week, and I thought I'd go through and show you some of the products they're going to be launching soon. As well as try out some of these products for you. Now the only one that I've tried out so far is the True Match highlight shade. I really like that one in that pink shade. But today I'm going to give the Infallible Total Cover, I think it is, Infallible Total Cover foundation a go. I had a quick play with the Volume Million Lashes just before I filmed this, so there's a little bit of mascara on, but I'm going to try a little bit more of that. There's the Brow Artist brow products there. There's also the Infallible Total Cover correctors and concealers. So I'm going to give all of these a shot today. I'm going to obviously use some supplementary products as well so that I can get a whole look. But I thought I would, try this out today, let you know what I think. Perhaps I'll do a check-in at some point during the day and let you know how the foundation is going. I've got high hopes. It is still summer, it's quite warm. I think our massive heat wave is over now, hopefully. As someone who doesn't work in air conditioning, it's really, really painful when the temperatures do get up to above 40 degrees. But I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't worn L'Oreal foundations for a while, but most of the people I talk to absolutely love them. So particularly this Infallible line is supposed to be long wearing and high coverage and all sorts of stuff. So if you're interested in seeing how all these products play out today, then please keep watching. Okay, so I started off by just washing my face. I used a Clarisonic this morning and then I applied some moisturizer. I'm now going to go ahead and apply the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. This is the new primer from them. I'm just going to use the smallest amount because you really don't need much. So less than a pea there. And I'm just going to rub that in all over the face. I'm going to concentrate mainly on my T-zone because that's where it is a little bit oilier than anywhere else. Alright, that's all done. From looking at the shades here, I think I'm going to have to mix up Light Sand and Golden Sand. So these promise full coverage, long wear foundation, weightless feel. Let's see. Okay, it's really thick. It's almost moussey. So that there is Light Sand. It looks like a moussey kind of foundation. I wasn't expecting that. And then that one is Golden Sand, that one there. And I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to just dot it all over my face. Maybe I did go a little too dark. Wow, it's going to be high coverage. I think I might have put too much on. Alright, I'm just going to dab that in. I did apply one coat of mascara to my top lashes, but I thought I'd leave my bottom lashes till last. That is looking so full coverage. It's actually making me look a little dry. But we'll see how it goes once I do use a highlighter and a setting spray. It might come good. I swear I should have like the strongest biceps ever from all this blending. Alright, it's looking pretty good on camera, but it is taking a long time to blend. It's looking very, very matte. Alright, I feel like I have blended until the cows come home. I don't even know what that means. But I think this is the best we're going to get. It looks, you can definitely see it on the skin. It has pulled a little bit into my pores. Now I'm not sure if that's the primer. I have used that primer with a whole bunch of other foundations and haven't found that to be the case. So it could be these two products reacting with one another, but I don't think so. There is pretty good coverage there, but like I said, you can see it sitting on the skin. The next product I'm going to try out is the Total Cover Color Corrector and Concealer Palette. So we have three like what they call beige shades. We have a light, medium and a darker shade, and then we have a red corrector and a brightener. You know what, I'm not going to use the correctors today. I'm just going to go ahead and do some concealing under my eyes. Now there is a shade here that does have a little bit more of a peachy tone, but I think it's going to be too dark for using on top of this foundation. So let's just go ahead and use the middle one. And I'm going to go ahead and use a deluxe concealer brush from Real Techniques. Unfortunately, there's no mirror in this one. Okay, so it seems like it's quite a waxy product. Hopefully it's not too drying under the eyes. Okay, you really do need to work your brush in there to get some product, but once you do put it on the skin, it is quite thin. I'm thinking I might need to go just a little bit lighter and mix the medium and the light shade together. And then grab that beauty blender and work that in. I must say, I think I like this a lot better than the foundation so far. Okay, I'm going to take some of that lighter shade and I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. There's still quite a lot of darkness showing through under my eyes, so I'm just going to apply a little bit more, but actually using the sponge. So I've picked it up with a sponge now. And I feel like I'm having to dab quite hard. So the good news is that this is definitely buildable. This concealer can give some good coverage. And let's just touch up little areas around the nose where I get a bit red. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and powder this up and then I'll be back for some more makeup. This is the Brow Artist Maker, and so what you have is a thick kind of chubby pencil on one side that winds up, and then a dense little brush on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and comb my brow hairs down, fill them in, and then comb them up again and then disperse the product through. So I understand that you're supposed to use this product on one side and then blend it in with the short bristle brush. I think I might have chosen the wrong colour. This is really dark. And somehow it kind of comes off feeling like a powder. This brush does work to disperse the product a little bit. But can you see that it's just getting everywhere because my brows are quite thin and this crayon is quite thick? I think if they wanted to... Yeah, that's not working at all. Look at that. I think they really need to make this product a lot thinner. So the lid of this makes it look like it is a cool toned darkish brown. On the brows it almost looks black. Okay, I should have gone for the medium shade. Alright, this brown shade's adding a little bit more warmth, but it's still not a great brow day. The good news is that you do seem to be able to clean up all of the pencil that goes astray with a damp beauty blender. It kind of has, like the pencil ends up drying to almost a powder finish. Alright, we have had, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's a little bit of creasing happening underneath the eyes. I'm going to use a little bit more powder. And by a little bit more powder, I mean a lot of powder. Because I really want this to set and it just didn't feel like it did set with a brush. I have to admit, I'm not loving the way that my foundation is looking at the moment. There are two True Match highlighters. I'm going to use the pinker one. This is called Rosy Glow. And there's also Golden Glow. And I'm going to go ahead and swirl all the colours together. And I'm going to apply it to the top of my cheekbones. This is really pretty, but it's looking a little stark against that foundation. But it is making that foundation look a little bit more lifelike. So I'm going to go ahead and off camera apply some blush, some eyeshadow and a little bit of bronzer, and then I'll see you in a sec. So this is the Volume Minion Lashes Feline. It's brand new. I really like the wand on this. I feel like it looks a little bit like, kind of like roller lash. It's almost like a cocoa smell. I don't know, I might just imagine this. I don't know, if you've tried this, let me know. But it does really well to grab the lashes and lift them up. As I said, I did already have a layer of this on my lashes before I started. So this is now 2 layers. It does add a little bit of length and a little bit of volume as well. Alright, let's add a lip colour. This is Infamous from Marc Jacobs, one of my favourites. And as usual, I'm going to set everything with Max Fix Plus. And I'm now running late for work, so I'm going to run off and get about my day. I have to say that the MAC Fix Plus really did improve the look of my skin and the foundation on my skin. It took away the powderiness, it took away a lot of that kind of cakiness that I was experiencing. But one thing I've already noticed is that it's very much not budge proof. My fingers are absolutely covered in foundation. Everything I used after the foundation is completely covered in product. So I'm already a little bit iffy about whether this is going to stay put or not. All right, and I'm going to catch up with you right in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, it's just hit 4 o'clock and I've just got back from work. And usually I let foundations that I'm trying go for throughout the night, but I need to take this off now. My entire face has just melted. Everything's gone quite patchy. It's not looking great at all. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off and see if you can see the patchiness and the grease that's come through in natural light a little bit better. Otherwise, I'll just insert a photo that I just took outside. You can see that in this photo, the makeup has completely worn away in some parts and I look like a grease ball. Okay, I think it's actually a little too dark for you to see, but you can see I'm definitely greasy. Now I want to point out that I don't have particularly oily skin. I do have a little bit of an oily T-zone, but if you have a look at my face, I'm not sure if it's going to pick up all the shine. It's just broken down everywhere. I kind of want to do this, but I kind of don't. It's just grease and makeup that's just coming off. Yeah. I want to point out that it was actually quite warm today. It wasn't like the warmest day ever, but yeah, it hasn't held up for me at all, which is really such a shame. I really wanted this one to work for me. Now, this is not to say that it's not going to work for anyone because everybody's got different skin, but for me personally, it really made me go very, very greasy in a very short amount of time. So I put this on at roughly 7 AM and it just hasn't held up the whole day. The rest of the makeup looked okay. The highlight looked quite nice, although I didn't really need highlight by the end of the day. I think the concealer even held up a lot better than the foundation did. So you guys know that I often film videos after work. I do come home and film sometimes, and often all I do is apply a little bit of powder and I'm ready to go and film. Today I couldn't do that. It was just a mess. As soon as I touched my face, my fingers were just greasy. My sunglasses completely destroyed the makeup wherever they touched, and everything just looked and felt so uncomfortable. I don't know if you're the same as me, but as soon as things get greasy, I just can't stand it anymore. Anyway, so that's it from me. I'm a little bit disappointed. I really, really wanted to like this foundation. Considering that it's a long wearing, or it's supposed to be a long wearing foundation, I really was hoping the best for this. I did like the way it went on. I did like the coverage, the colours. I mean, I mixed 2 colours, but they looked really good as well. Really, it was just that it didn't hold up against my skin. And look, everybody's skin is different and this might work for you. I'm really looking forward to seeing some other people's reviews of this. But I'm thinking this might be a good one for me for winter if I put a nice moisturizing primer down first and then go ahead and use it. Otherwise, it's a bit of a miss for me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of time with me in my little corner of the internet. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.